Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show. And I'm here on the show to talk about some NFL. We're going to talk about some more news. We just got some breaking news here as I was starting to about the film. The Cowboys have hired Brian Schottenheimer as the team's offensive coordinator, the in-house favorite, per Ian Rappaport. As you know, Cowboys fired Kellen Moore. They were going to let Mike McCarthy call plays. This is really an assistant, coach, assistant to the head coach, really, because he's not going to call the plays. Mike McCarthy will have input on the plays. Um, he was recently the Seahawks. He took Mark Sanchez to a few conference championships. He coached the Jets during the Rex Ryan days, and the Rams when they were still in St. Louis, and recently the Seahawks from 2018 to 2020. So, I mean, the resume ain't too bad outside of the Rams, who sucked. They were trash. It ain't too bad. The resume ain't too bad. He took Mark Sanchez to a few conference championship games. Russell Wilson had his best season with Brian Schottenheimer. So maybe, I don't know, I don't think this is as bad as people are laughing at, making it out to be. But yeah, he's really the assistant to the offensive coordinator, really. But yeah, I mean, decent, not too bad. I don't think this is gonna be as bad as people say. I mean, that's decent hiring. I don't care who we hire, just not perform in the playoffs. Like, it doesn't matter who you hire. You could hire the best, and we still couldn't perform. So maybe now we can perform in the playoffs. I don't know. Now, the Panthers requested an interview with Broncos defensive coordinator Ejiro Evero for their defensive coordinator job, per source. Carolina previously interviewed Evero for their head coaching job, and he impressed. The Vikings want to interview him for defensive coordinator too. So the Panthers have requested an interview with the Broncos defensive coordinator. They previously interviewed him for their head coaching job, and he impressed before they hired Frank Wright. But the Vikings also want to interview Evero. So the Panthers should do this. They should get Evero's their defensive coordinator. The Broncos had an elite defense last year. They had a really good defense. Their offense was shit, but their defense was elite. Now this would be a very good hire for either team because the Vikings were like the worst defense in the league last year, one of the worst. Bottom probably few. The Vikings really need to get Evero because this would be really good option to get on your coaching staff. But the Panthers have a pretty decent staff over there. But meanwhile, Evero is still locked in with the Broncos despite other requests for his old job. So he's still locked in with the Broncos. Or current job. Not old job. Current job. But the Broncos need to do. Peyton great and all, but Stu proved his position on defense. Like, that's just my opinion. So, former Bucks assistant defensive line coach Lori Locust has landed in a new spot, sources say. He's heading to the Titans, signing a deal to be a defensive assistant with Tennessee. Coach Lowe impressed Coach Mike Vrabel, as well as new GM Ryan Carthon in the interview process. So, congratulations to Coach Locust. So, good luck in Tennessee. And excited to see what her and the rest of the team can do to improve. Exciting times for Tennessee. There's a lot of jealous people in the comments saying, oh, the Titans have gone woke. Like, shut up. She's a Super Bowl winning coach. Great hire by the Titans, though, to me. So the Vikings request permission to interview Broncos defensive coordinator Ejiro Evero for the same job, per source. Sean Payton has spoken to Evero about his old job, but has not given freedom to speak with teams. Meanwhile, Denver requested Brian Flores and Sean Desai for their defense coordinator job. So they've requested Flores and Desai, but they've requested to interview Evero for the same job, but uh, Coach Sean Payton has spoken to him about his old job and has not given freedom to speak with teams. So Sean Payton quit on his contract and has the gall to refuse Evero from rightfully seeking an equal opportunity. Like, he's still salty over the Vikings. Trying to find some more stuff here. That's only things from Ian Rappaport. There's not really much news. The Broncos yesterday officially announced they've named Sean Payton as head coach. I think now it's a 5-year deal. So welcome to Denver, Mr. Sean Payton. Broncos country, let's ride. But yeah. Maybe the last thing I'll talk about here is just spoke to Bengals running backs. Agent did Tom Pelissero yesterday. Peter Schaffer, who says the misdemeanor charge against Mixon will be dropped Friday. It was a rush to judgment. They're dropping the charges first thing in the morning. I really feel that the police have an obligation before they file charges because of the damage that can be done to the person's reputation. They do their work. They should be held to a higher standard because I don't play with people's lives. So, yeah, sure. The fact that he's selected in the second round of the draft, NFL draft, despite a widely seen video of him assaulting one, suggests that this sort of thing, there's very little damage to your reputation for a person in his position. So he actually did what was alleged, but now the victim is getting paid off to drop charges, basically. But maybe I'm not getting that right. Don't play with people's lives is an all-time quote from an agent for the guy who threatened someone with a gun. And almost waited 2 weeks to report being threatened. I don't know, it's just, his situation's so stupid. These charges shouldn't be dropped. He definitely got paid off. Or, that woman definitely got paid off. But yeah, whatever. But yeah, that's all the NFL. Not really much. A lot of news. But the Cowboys hired their new offensive coordinator and a few other. And some people get requested for interviews, basically. So yeah. Until next map live. Peace.